What is it like, South Florida, being here, having this fight here at Hard Rock, and I know Robbie Lawler was in your corner. That was pretty cool. Just talk about that and just going in there and getting the victory.
I mean, Robbie Lawler is a legend, right? He's somebody that's been working with me day in and day out, and you know, it's just a blessing and an honor just to have the guy around and pick his mind, being a legend of this sport. But you know, you have Dieter Navarro, who's my boxing coach, and Sean Soriano. Man, all of those guys I couldn't thank enough, you know. And one of the guys that ain't in the corner, you know, Henry Hoof and Nick Lentz, and you know, we have you know, Jason Stroud. We have such a great team, but like I always say, it's a family. Everybody pours into each other, so we have a great atmosphere. And just being able to fight here at home, 20 minutes away from Kill Cliff Fight Club, you know, it means everything. You know, getting to fight in front of those guys, the guys that I get to go in the gym and not only train with, but you know, guys that are molding me, you know, pouring a little bit into my cup to help me become a full mixed martial arts fighter. So I'm blessed to be here. I'm blessed to have, you know, such a great team and family behind me, and it's just an honor just to get out there, get a win, and perform for not just myself but them.
And just one more from me. You're the one that mentioned when you came in, so I have to then ask you about the wrestling part of it.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
What's going on? What was the mindset there and all?
You know, we're getting to mixed martial arts, you know, and I'm a top level wrestler, and you know, there's, you know, flashes of the wrestling in the third where, you know, maybe clouded mind, slow some things down, and then release them and start striking again. But like I said, I don't want to come into this and just be known as a wrestler. I want to evolve into a very great striker, a very great jiu-jitsu, you know, grappler, and just a full mixed martial artist. So not only am I just a wrestler, I got to showcase that, you know, I'm working on my striking, and it's something that not only me and my team look forward to, but I can give the people something to look forward to. You know, in wrestling, coming from wrestling, I was considered the people's champ. I brought a flashy style, so you know, I got to continue working day in and day out to become the people's champ in this sport and bring that flashy style to mixed martial arts.
You're the Rock of PFL, the people's champ.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. So keep it moving. Hopefully, I can get on the next card and keep fighting, keep evolving, and you know, maybe not always go full 15 minutes. Like I said, my coaches are going to kill me as soon as I leave here. But in the ring, they're being nice right now. They're like, hey, you got the full experience, but as soon as we leave, they're going to be like, you're an idiot. You need to wrestle and finish, guys. Thank you.
What do you want next? What do you want after this?
I just want to continue to keep moving up the ranks and getting better competition and better competition. You know, that's the only thing that's going to push me, and I strive to be the best in whatever I do. If we're sitting here chugging waters, I'm going to try to chug it faster than me. So anything I do, I want to be the best in. I know it takes time. So, you know, keep moving up, keep getting better and better competition and pushing myself. And that's the only way we're going to find out if I can become a world champion and, you know, the people's champion in the sport.
It's interesting what's going on with the PFL, right? They got the Bellator Championship Series and then the PFL season. What is it that you would want to go into when you talk about a belt? Is it something like Bellator, or would you want to do a whole season under the PFL?
Either or. I'm just very grateful to be part of both organizations and to be considered to be able to fight under Bellator or PFL. But you know, PFL has that very nice tournament style, and they do pay $1 million if you win it. So you can't complain about that. But you know, coming from wrestling, I competed a lot, you know, weekly, you know, monthly. So you know, looking at the PFL format, and you know, you look at the featherweight tournament, you know, they got some killers in there. Great competition. So, and the same goes with Bellator, but PFL format I like because it kind of brings that, you know, wrestling nature of where you're competing consistently and you're chasing down the gold medal.
Would you feel ready to be part of it next season?
For sure.
Yeah.
You know, but you know, that's something I got to go back and talk to my team about.
Yeah.
But that's something I have my eye set on. You know, I leave here and hopefully don't have too many injuries to my legs where I can continue training Monday. And it's back to the grind Monday. You know, we forget about this win and we continue training and become better and better, and hopefully put ourselves in a position to enter that tournament next year and become the PFL, you know, featherweight champion.
And one last one for me. There's been so many great wrestlers from from the Olympic team that have had so much success in mixed martial arts. Is there anybody specifically that you would like your career to resemble, or is there anybody that has made the transition that you look up to, or that you've enjoyed sort of what they've done in MMA as they transition from wrestling?
This isn't a fair question because I know too many of them.
There's a lot.
So
There's a lot to
if
pick
you
from.
have me single somebody out, I'll probably get a bunch of crap for it. But I have guys like Daniel Cormier and commentator Randy Couture that I've watched and grew under the Oklahoma State banner with. And then I talk to Henry Cejudo every week. Another guy that's in my corner that I'm very close with. You got Cody Garbrandt. You got one guy that I love his style, the way he fights, and I can see myself emulating. And I've been talking to a lot. TJ Dillashaw. He kind of brought kind of that flash and that movement style to MMA, and I very much like that style. But to say that, I want to become TJ Dillashaw, I can't. I gotta take his style, sprinkle a little bit of Jordan Oliver on it, and make it even better. So all these guys, play a big role in helping me understand not just the physical side, the mental side, and, what to expect. And I'll leave here and probably have texts from all of them saying what I need to do to get better and what I need to work on. So I'm just thankful for the wrestling community as we're tight knit, and the guys that paved the way before me.
Congrats on them.
What's up, Jordan? Dylan Russell, Wrestler's Grind. How much do you love mixed martial arts?
I freaking love it. It's unbelievable. That's what I kept going back to my corner and saying, and my coaches were like, dude, mix it up. Your takedowns are going to open up your striking, but I just kept looking at him and smiling and being like, I love this. We're going to stand for the next 10 minutes and bang. After that the first round, I'm like, I'm not getting a takedown. They're like, mix it in. I'm like, okay. And then after the second round, I came back. I'm like, I'm not getting a takedown. We're just going to sit here and throw down. So, it's very exciting. Your adrenaline's spiking, but man, I wish I had 30 more minutes in there. Right? So this is something I can, I say I could do it forever, but time catches up to everybody. So as long as I'm here and I'm able to do it and, put my flash on it, I'm going to be not just a wrestler, I'm going to become the best striker in mixed martial arts.
I believe it, man. I know you said Henry, your coaches, Henry and Robbie and them were a little bit mad about you not going to take that. What do you think DC and Henry Cejudo would have to say about that performance tonight?
They would tell me I'm an idiot. I'm an idiot because, one thing everybody has preached since I've been here, it's what got you to the dance, right? And it's been my wrestling, and I've been a very high-level dominant wrestler. But like I keep saying, this is mixed martial arts, and I want to become the best striker. I want to become the best grappler, not just the wrestler. So, there was flashes in there where I had to go and use my wrestling, and we were wrestling a little bit, but at the end of the day, I couldn't get myself to get the takedown. Just kept releasing and trying to strike. So, for me, it's, do a better job of mixing it together and blending everything, and, that's something big that Cejudo preaches, and, you watch, guys like Daniel Cormier, who have been to the high level, won double champ, using his high level wrestling with his striking. So, not to say my wrestling won't get me there, it will, but I want to become more of a striker and give the people what they want to see.
It seemed like a pretty clear-cut victory for you, but were there a little bit, any nerves, anything before the announcement of the decision, or were you supremely confident that you did enough to get to that round?
I was confident, you're never fully 100% confident when you leave it up to the judges. I know that from wrestling, right? And when refs get in matches, everybody has a different opinion and sees things differently. So, there's a point where I was sitting there in the center like, what did you do? You could have just dominated using your wrestling, but I'm very happy that I got the experience and just, get myself in there, get the time, and however they saw it, whether it was, I don't know the last two scores were maybe 29-28, but I can't be biased. He landed some shots, and I didn't get any knockdowns, and really no takedowns that I would consider takedowns. So it was a great fight, but definitely a lot more to improve on. in wrestling I was dominant. I want to continue to be dominant.
Okay. It's been, it was almost a year in between your last fight and this one, 2 falls back in last August, now here. I'm sure it won't be the equally long layoff before your next one, but how much do you feel like you're improving with each day that passes and each camp that passes, even without being in the cage?
Man, leaps and strides. You go back and look at my Bellator debut. I might have thrown the ugliest overhand right and landed it, and I left that bout and I was like, man, I threw a good right hand. And I go back and look at it, I was like, that was terrible. Like, what was that, right? So, I'm gonna go back and look at this, and there's gonna be some things where I'm like, dang, I'm not as crisp and as sharp as I think I am, but that's motivation for me. You go back, you look. Even in my Bellator debut, I landed that ugly overhand right straight to a takedown as soon as he started exchanging with me. Maybe I was really uncomfortable, but now I'm starting to get my feet under me. I'm fighting guys every day in the ring that are killers that, I don't tell them, but they kick my ass every single day, right? Whether it's Jared Gordon or, Nick Lentz or Sean Soriano, but I'm taking from these guys. I'm watching the Jason Jacksons spar. I'm watching the Kansang and I spar. I have such great role models in there, and I'm working with guys like Robbie Lawler and Nick Lentz that, day by day I'm building confidence every single day, not just in, my striking, but, just becoming a mixed martial artist and becoming a better person.
It seems like MMA fans are starting to get behind you, the community is getting behind you, and also the PFL has definitely believed in you and supported you. Do you feel that support? Do you feel like the fans and the promotion, everyone's starting to get on that dude hype train?
Hopefully I can get even more behind that dude hype train, but little by little I'll keep winning their hearts over and keep putting on performances, and hopefully next time I step out I can put somebody out cold, get a KO, and mix everything else a little bit together. But like I said, it's my job to go out there and give the fans what they want, but also, expect from myself to keep performing better and getting better and, chasing down KOs and spectacular submissions and what people want to see, not just hugging and pulling people, right?
So now, of course, you're representing the MMA community, and you spoke a little bit about this, but what does it mean to you to represent the wrestling community within the realm of mixed martial arts and show that you conquered that sport, and now you're here to conquer this one?
It's everything, right? Like I said, even just in the mixed martial arts aspect, I'm not just out there representing myself. I'm representing my team. I'm representing my family. I'm representing PFL, right? For everybody that's watching. So, everybody's poured a little bit into my cup from the wrestling community, and it's helped mold me and make me who I am. Whether it's in wrestling or it's in mixed martial arts, I'm a better person, a better human from it. And the love and support that I get from the wrestling community, it's only right that I can give back to them in a major way by becoming an MMA world champion.
Thank you, man. Congrats.
Thank you.
George, just one for me. So you mentioned how your team getting on your case a little bit about deviating from the game plan, but you had a very dominant win tonight. I wonder, when you go back there, is there anything like deviating from that game plan? What is the conversation like to where you say, well, I did deviate from it, but look at the result? Is there any type of back and forth there, or is it mostly just, all right, I'll wrestle next time? I mean, what do you go back and what do you say to your guys?
Not everything goes as planned, right? Mike Tyson, I believe, said it. Everybody has a plan until they get punched in the mouth or gets punched in the face. So, I always want to mix my wrestling, right? It can help open up my striking. It can help open up submissions. It can open up a whole different game plan for myself. So for me, it's just continuing to get better with my striking and mixing in my wrestling. But I love it. I love everything about it. That I got to stand for 15 minutes and throw down, not really use any wrestling. So that's a win for me, and something I can go back and look at to see where my takedowns were and where I could have capitalized and use my takedowns a little bit more. And also, obviously, I need to develop all my power because I'm not putting people down just yet. So it's back to the drawing board on Monday, and I guarantee there'll be 2 pages long from Henry Hoop and Robbie and all those guys telling me what I need to do, and maybe a little bit more strict regimen on putting together a better game plan. But like I said, I really liked it just because even though there was no wrestling, no takedowns, I stayed calm and collected. and whatever, you know, was presented in front of me, I took, and I didn't get overzealous. You know, I didn't chase anything down and put myself in too bad of any positions to where he could capitalize and really put me in any danger.
Appreciate you.
Thank you.
Good.
That's who.
Appreciate it.